Okay, this is take 3. I hate being on camera. I had one take that I didn't record, and the other take, the mic was off. So let's try this again. Hi, my name is Chase. If you guys don't know, I'm the one who started the World of Kylia project. I'm the head animator. I also run social media, so if you guys have talked to the Kylia account, you're talking to me. And I'm happy to announce that we have 2 kind of projects we've been working on, and then a new announcement, which should be the title of this video, like right here. So the first project is the Kylian Archives. As you guys may be aware, this is the animated project I've been doing for the last year and a half, I think almost 2 years now. I've been working on it myself. It's a lot of fun. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I was trying to have this done earlier this year, but due to life and computer complications, I wasn't able to get it done. But as you guys can see right here, I have a new computer, so we're gonna be able to work way faster. Hopefully, I also need a graphics card, but that's not here nor there. The second project is a secret project we've been working on for around a year now, I think. And it's a tabletop RPG called Legends of Kylia. This has a PvE mode, which is like Dungeons and Dragons, and it also has a PvP game mode where you're able to challenge other players and play a little fun game. To celebrate the growth of this project, I wanted to give back to the community, and I thought there was no better way than doing a second character creation competition. And to go along with the 2 things I had said previously, we're going to do this with the PvP game mode. So rather than it just being who can design the best artwork or whatever, we're going to allow you guys to be able to play the game and decide for yourselves who's going to win the competition. The theme for this competition is set in the Dynasty of the Gold Lotus. This is actually an animation thing I made for that. It also has really good world building music, so as you're doing this competition, definitely go listen to the album that we're putting out on YouTube. It's really good. In the capital city, they have a festival every year, which is called the Sakya Festival, and one of the main parts of it is to celebrate the harvest. They have a gladiatorial combat arena. The winner of the combat arena would get prizes, glory, money, all of that kind of stuff, and we're tasking you guys to design a character for that competition. We're going to play the competition with the PvP game that we've developed for Legends of Kylia. More of that will be on Discord, and I'll probably be making a separate video on how the gameplay works. But you guys will be tasked with making a character, and if you guys win the festival, you win the tournament that we're also holding for the competition. So to go over the competition, it's really easy how you guys can enter. Basically, there's 4 main parts. 1, design a character. This is basically just make the artwork. It can be 2D, 3D. We don't care if you just started learning art or you've been an artist for years and years. It's up to you guys just to design a character that you think fits the aesthetics of whatever you want. 2, give us a 2-sentence summary of your character. This would be a very brief, kind of like SparkNotes version of your character. 3, this would be a up to 500 word backstory. So this is for all the world builders and people who like to get really into lore. And then 4, stats. So the stats for the game, you have melee, range, speed, and defense. Again, more of this will be in a separate video, but you'll give us a little stat sheet along with your backstories and your artwork. You'll submit this by putting it in a Google form, which I will link in the description of this video, as well as submitting it on Instagram with the hashtags, which I'll put right in here. And that will enter you for submission in the festival. After the competition is over, me and a panel of judges, which will be made up of the other members of the Kylia team, will vote on our top 64 people. These will be picked based on art, based on backstory, and based on how well your character fits within Kylia. So if you have amazing art, but your character is just like Goku or One Punch Man, then obviously you would lose out to someone who made a good Kylia character. I'm not stopping you. You can do whatever you want, but just know that we're going to pick people based on how well it fits specifically within Kylia. After the 64 have been selected, we're going to leave it up to the fans to play the game and to vote based on what characters they like. So games will work like this. There'll be a bracket where the top 64 contenders will be put. In each round, let's say 1 versus 64, people will be able to vote for their favorite character between the 2, which will then get a little bonus by being able to go first in the game. And then the game will happen. Whoever wins the game will move on to the next round, so on and so forth until we have a final victor of the tournament, which will win the grand prize. So that brings us to the next part. Let's talk about the fun part about competitions, the prizes. So the prizes go as follows. If you make it to the top 64, you're automatically now a Kylian character. So what this means basically is that you're canon within the universe of Kylia, so you can be in background stories of other people's characters, or you can just say, you know, as bragging rights that your character exists where this show is taking place, which would be really fun. Also, a quick editing side note, we're giving away card packs to everyone who makes it to the top 64. If you make it to the round of 32, you also get a Kylia sticker pack, as well as everything from the previous tiers. Obviously, that's the same with every tier going up. If you make it to the Sweet 16, you also will be receiving a poster pack, which is a lot of fun. If you make it to the Elite 8, you also get one of our Kylia notebooks. And if you make it to the Final 4, this is when the prizes really heat up. If you make it to the Final 4, I will personally be helping you create a 3D model of your character, as well as putting them, obviously with your permission, in the Kylia Archive show, which we will be releasing all of next year. So if you want your character to be in the show, this is the best way to automatically get it in. I think it'd be really fun to have your character alongside the characters I've been designing. Also, you'd have a 3D model, which would be really cool. If you like my art style, obviously. If not, then I'm sorry, I can only make it in the art style I have. And then if you are the winner of the competition, so if you get the first place grand prize, I was thinking of ways that I could give back to the community, and also ways that would work for 2D and 3D artists depending on like whatever you use. So I reached out to the company that designs the tablet that I use, and they were gracious enough to actually give me one, which is right here. I reached out to Kylia and they were nice enough to send me one to review. And I told them that instead of keeping it, even though this is nicer than the one I currently have, because it's the 2.5K resolution screen, I decided that without you guys and your help, I wouldn't really be anywhere. So I'm going to give away the one that they sent me to review to you guys. So the winner of the competition will receive the Kylia tablet. I will ship it to you with all the other stuff also. So yeah. Like I said before, this has been a project that's been in my head for 7 years, so your guys' support really does mean the world to me. It's super cool that even though the show hasn't come out, we still have supporters. Every time we get like a new patron, I like freak out and I like run around the house and I'm like, oh my god. So it really means a lot that we have supporters. I'd like to give them a quick shout out. So for Patreon, Obnoxus, Jake, Caleb Cabe, Basil Wind, Ezra, Jake Halper, and the Divine. Thank you guys so much for supporting the project. It really means the world to me. As always, links to all of our social medias will be in the bio. If you want to know more about the competition, come into the Discord. We can answer any questions you may have. And yeah, thank you guys for staying to the end of the video. See you guys. Good luck in the competition.